What's up, guys? Welcome to the video. We're going to be looking at the Covenanter today. This is going to be on Siegfried line, and this isn't going to be any kind of an exciting game. Not to spoil it for you, but it's nothing crazy. But I wanted to show you guys this video because it shows you how powerful the Covenanter can be at Tier 5, and you guys did request a good amount of you requested Tier 5, so I wanted to go through, play some Tier 5 battles while I was off, for the weekend, basically. And really, this tank is really fun to play, so I don't mind playing it at all. So I did that, and I also played the 820. I'll be doing the replay today, but you guys will see it up in a few days. But I want to show you kind of how good this tank can be in the right situation, right? It's very good for doing the peekaboo. So I'm just going to fast forward to this pretty quick. This is going to be a quick video. It's nothing special, really, strategic. It's more just showing you like how easy it is to play this vehicle. So if you wanted to get this vehicle and kind of set it up like I have it set up, go for it. So we're just going to go through this real quick. The 12T is here, and he's spotting. And I remember there was a guy, and see, this is where it comes in handy, is you can literally just pull out, right click, hit the mouse once, hit the mouse again, and you're, look at these shots on the Chaffee, and you see how powerful this thing is. That's I think the main burst I wanted to show you guys was on the Chaffee there. You pull out, you right click, and you just let it go, right? There's really no other strategy to this tank, but it is so nasty when it comes to that quick clip, right? But the 12T is here. People were basically complaining that he wasn't doing good. I do understand passive scouting. You're not doing that. He is. He's sitting right in this bush. This is a great passive scouting location. Maybe he's now talking to me, but the 12T is sitting right in here. He's passive scouting, and people will continuously, I do know passive scouting, you're not doing it. He is. He's sitting right in this bush, which is the best passive scouting location that I can think of on this map at this time, right? It's getting to the point now where we can move up, so I'm asking him, I do go in the chat and say, are you ready to move up? And we end up moving up, right? But just wanted to briefly show you guys this this video, and you can see how you can just use this gun to your advantage, right? The Cromwell ends up being here. I'm just trying to, hit him once if I can. On the move, this thing is going to be complete garbage, right? But yeah, I think this guy ends up ramming me. But yeah, you can come behind him here, and I think someone else, I thought I was going to be the one to kill him, but I forgot that he killed me. But anyway, guys, this is me literally just showing you a very brief game so you can understand that the Covenanter, like a lot of people think this tank is garbage. That's why I'm showing you this video. If you know how to make this thing work, I'm telling you, this thing is monstrous. Like if you just poke out right there, I got 240 damage on the Chaffee in one clip, man. Just one clip, and that was like in the green or something like that, right? It's just insane how little damage you need in this vehicle in order to have a good game. So I blew through that really fast. I hope you guys didn't actually want to see this replay, because there's really nothing to talk about. Like 12T passive scouts this area. We won the city, and then these guys came up, poked kind of erroneously, I'll call it, on this ridge line, and we ended up winning this, and we ran here. And yeah, I shouldn't have let this Cromwell ram me. I should have ran around him a little bit, but at that point I didn't really care. And we just put as many shells as we could in this guy, but that's really it. There's nothing special about this game. Other than that, I will show you the end plates real quick, but just so you can see how powerful this tank is. If you think it's a garbage tank, you probably don't have it set up right. Or you're trying to take shots from too far away or whatever, because even in a tier 6 game, this thing can be monstrous if you use like the APCRs and stuff. It's really fun to play. I run it with optics, vents, turbo, optical calibration, and rations, and my crew is decent on it. I think up here I didn't even select anything yet for my 4th commander perk, but I run a lot of concealment as well, situational awareness, recon. So if you have this thing set up and you know, you have a decent crew and all that. Like if it's 75% crew, this tank is very, very, very hard to work with a crappy crew. But then again, most tanks are. But I'm telling you, man, this thing, it is nasty. Like it's really, really effective in like a city kind of environment, in a situation where someone is poking on you and you're poking on them. You can poke out and like bang, 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 you know. And if you hit them with all 4 of those shells, if they're a tank that doesn't have a lot of armor, you could be doing 250 damage in one go there, you know. So it's just ridiculous. It kind of works like the Leopard, but I've never really liked that gun on the Leopard. Just because it's so inaccurate from range. The gun on the Convenator is much more accurate from range. So that's kind of how it feels. But anyway, this was 1,055 damage and 295 assist. And by the way, 1,000 damage in this vehicle, if you can manage this, it's like 5,000 or 6,000 W&8. So if you're looking to hunt W&8, you just play this tank or play the A20, man. I'm telling you guys, you could literally be like a dum-dum and still get like 3,000 W&8 in these 2 vehicles. I'm telling you, they're just very, very easy, because people that play them, I guess, are just really, really bad at the game. They just have really low standards. So play those vehicles. They're fun too. Like the Convenator is really, really fun, man. And I like the A20 too. It's got good mobility and it shoots really fast. But I have to say my favorite tier 5 is the Convenator, by some surprise, because most people hate it. That's it. 33. We lost 33K here, and yeah, you can see all the shots we fired with that clip. There's one little bonus video that I want to show you guys that you'll learn from, and I already knew this, but I'm just going to show you guys this briefly. This is a "Don't Go Here" video. I've seen Steel make a couple of these, but this is another one I played in the Convenator, and I'm just going to show you guys on this particular map, when we get on it, why I do not venture out to this area. If it'll load. Bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, so we're going to be on Corellia. And here we go, guys. You ready to see this? Coming out to the mid. This is a don't go mid, and if you do go mid, come like over here or over here when you do it, right? This area is really good to start, and this area is really good to start. A lot of people like to come up to this mid line, and so many people want you to do this, right? So many people want you to come up to this mid area. You know, light tank, spot mid, you know, what are you doing? Why are you all the way up here? So they just don't get it. They don't get it. They don't play enough light tanks, right? So we're going to sit in this bush. We spot the VK. We spot the M4A1. Yeah, we're getting a little spotting damage. Hip hip hooray. The entire team basically goes east. The entire team starts to melt. And then I get pressed in here. AMX ELC, P43. There's really no support here. ARL is back here as well. I get ammo racked, and then I get racked for real. And yeah, so this is basically just showing you why I personally do not like coming to the mid, because I feel like you just have very little support here, and once you get spotted, you're done for, and it's very hard to also escape from this area without getting spotted, right? So I don't think I stayed for the rest of this battle. I might have. Let's see. Yeah, I think I just watched the entire team melt basically, and that's it, guys. So don't go to the mid on this map. I'm telling you, if you do go to the mid, I'll show you on the map, come to this area or this area first, and then see if you can maybe venture out and try and get in this line if you're spawning on this side, and this line if you're spawning on the other side. But you have to do it much safer than the way I did it here. I sometimes will try and come here in the even 90. Only in the even 90 will I try and make this work. But you can, like, it can work, but it's just super, super risky. It's one of those things, like, for instance, the couple of hills that you can get to on certain maps, this being one of them, it's kind of like as a light tank rushing up to this hill and trying to win this hill. You could get rushed as well and die, but it's not necessarily a bad play per se, right? It's not. It's just that it's very, very aggressive and risky. So that's what this is. But if you want to have consistent games, don't come to this location. That's all I can say. So that's it, guys. I don't have end plates for this video, just me briefly showing you this video and also me briefly showing you the previous video. I know it wasn't very informative, but again, I do want to show you guys how good this tank can be in the right situation, and this was the wrong situation. Take care, guys. I'll see you for the next one. Bye-bye.